Boys, girls, and everyone else, we are back with another Destiny Rising video. And in this one, we're talking about weapon mods. There seems to be a lot of confusion in the community, and a lot of you have actually commented on my videos asking me to make this video, which, again, as the game is brand new, I'm learning it just like you guys are. I'm also very much enjoying it with all of you. So, and once again, I can't thank you guys enough for all the continued support on this new channel. If you guys haven't already, a lot of you are watching the videos but not subscribing. Please hit that subscribe button. It actually helps me a lot more than you know, and it helps tell the YouTube algorithm, hey, this guy is actually trying to help people. Let's keep pushing it. So do that for me, and I'll keep making you videos. But like I said, in today's video, we're talking about weapon mods. They're not as complicated as you think, and I'll just leave you at that, and we'll get into the game. So the first thing is, when I just went into the game and tried to essentially like replace an existing mod, you do get this tooltip that pops up. So it says equipped mods cannot be removed and applied to all identical weapons. Refinement level is shared across identical weapons equipped with identical mods. Okay. Now I'm gonna be honest. That tooltip doesn't necessarily help. In fact, I think it makes it worse. Essentially, the best, in my opinion, the simplest way of thinking about weapon mods is it is tied to the weapon. So once I have equipped, and I see that I have this one equipped, it tells me right there, green is equipped. Let me move myself out of the way a little bit. So if I go bottom right, boop. If I want to equip this one, I will not be able to use this our rifle scope SSF on any other weapon. It is tied to this specific weapon. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. We're gonna go ahead and equip it. Yes. Boom. So again, I got a little bit more damage, a little bit more power, and then if I go back, you can see that this one is still equipped. Okay, so that's the thing I wanted to point out. It is still technically, it's not in the equipped in the sense of like it's active. It's equipped in the sense of it's tied to the gun. Okay, so it's just a different way of looking at it, and I haven't seen this in a mobile game before. So again, thus why I'm making a video to kind of go over it. And there isn't always the case where, like right now, this one has a power level of 102. This one has a power level of 62. This is where I'm looking at. This one does mid-range damage plus 0.8%. All right. This one does the same, and it also reduces ADS time by 1%. And this one slightly increases zoom, which I've never been in a situation in this game where I would need that. So there's that. Now, once you have a mod equipped, there's more you can do to it, okay? So if we go back, this was the one I just equipped, okay? It was the 102. You see there's this little upgrade button. You can also refine them, and you can do it, if I were to max it out, it looks like I can go up to max to level 3 or plus 3. So I can go ahead and do that. So let's just say I want to do plus 2. Just for giggles, okay? I want to test something with you guys right now. So you can see I went to refined plus 2, so now my 102 power went to 124. I did get the incremental stats, actually doubled. Wow, the mid-range damage, and then the ADS time also doubled. That's actually a pretty interesting thing to note. So when you refine it, even just one level, the substats are doubling. I don't know how consistent that'll be through the refinement process. We'll test it once we take it to plus 3, but that's definitely interesting. So if I were to go back to the mod now, and this is what I want to test with you guys in the video. And I go to the plus 2. I'm sorry, the original one that I had. You can see that it's also plus 2 now. So it looks like the refinement is tied to the gun as well, like this slot. So it's similar to like your character, right? Like, or your weapon, your overall weapon. So your refinement, it goes onto it as well. So this is good to test together. Now, again, what else you can do is you can see this is a blue rarity. I can no, I ignore that train of thought. Sorry, I was thinking about the weapons, and that's not what I was going for here. So we're going to go and max this up to plus 3 and see what the requirements are. So again, did it double again? No, this one doubled. Mathing is hard late at night. No, this did not double because this would be, what, 3.2? So it did not double again. The second one did, though. Anyway, interesting stuff. So unlocks a team level 61, so there's that. Pretty cool stuff. So you can see it's important to know where you're at with your mods, and you don't have to be like super careful because you're not losing it forever. So again, I have this purple one I can use now. Again, I'm using this all on Wolf's gun, so I'm going to go ahead and go back to who I consider to be my main. I use Tantu basically exclusively. I'm also going to see if I can upgrade him to, oh, it's right, it's an epic, or it's a mythic, excuse me. We're going to go ahead and upgrade this. Love it. Went to 55. We're going to go ahead and continue doing that. Up to 2 of them. Up to level 60. Bam. This isn't part of the video, obviously, but you're here with me now, so we might as well. So again, I'm going to go in here, equip other mods. I can see the ones that I've already equipped. Okay, so you can see that these two, this green one is currently equipped, and the other one was previously equipped, so it's tied to the gun. So you can see long range damage plus 0.8, plus the zoom. I don't necessarily need that. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the current one. So the current one actually equipped has better power. Yeah, so I'm actually just going to keep the one that I have, actually. And then I'll go ahead and do the refinement, similar just like we did previously. Go ahead and max it up to +3. And bam, so we got the additional damage. Love that. That's what we want. We want the damage. We want the damage, boys. All right, so let's go and do the same thing again. So here we can see that we are currently equipped. And please note that when you first go to the screen, it's not defaulting to what you have equipped. I have myself made that mistake. I could just be myself making a little kind of silly whoa. But like, don't mess it up. Don't think that when you go to the screen, it's you're currently equipped. You do have to go down to the green highlighted equipped. Again, that's just how my head thinks. I would think that it shows me whatever is equipped. Now, you don't necessarily want to always chase the green arrows. So the green arrow is showing me that this has more power, okay? Oops, I'm back in the wrong spot. So let's go bottom right again. So this is showing me that it has more power, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I would want those stats. So you do have to read a little bit. Sorry for those of you that don't like to read. But yeah, see, looks like it's literally the same. Okay, so I would be fine to go and update that. Let's see what else we have here. We have recoil +1, handling recoil. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and switch this to this one. Yes, we understand. And then I'm gonna go ahead and refine it +3. Okay, so you can see that it's not. It is a little scarier than it is. It needs to be. So it is tied to the weapon specifically. All right, you don't lose it forever. You can see that I currently have this one equipped, +62 power, damage versus bosses / powerful enemies, and then accuracy. So do I want to keep that, or do I want to get stability and have more power? Well, I don't know. I'm gonna go with more power and stability. So I'm gonna go ahead and equip that one. Boop. All right, and then we're gonna same thing, just take that one up to refine +3. Bam. And that's it. So mods are not meant to be super scary. Again, they can be, again, at first glance. Now you can see the different traits. So weapon origin trait. This is the other part of the of this that I wanted to share with you guys. So it shows you the non-exotic weapons have an instinctive whatever trait, an origin trait, and 2 perks. The origin trait and perks can be upgraded by equipping mods. So it's just showing you what it's going to actually upgrade. All right. Again, it can be a little bit more confusing than it needs to be, but overall, they do a great job in this game of explaining with the tooltips. Kind of, for the most part. I'll put that for the most part. It's actually really good at explaining things to you. And again, if you need to get more of these materials, like I said in all of my videos, if you go to the sources, it'll quite literally tell you where you get it. So if I need more of these, okay, cool. I need to go to Morgren's Prey, and I need to do that, and then bam, there's my daily rewards. Not bad. Again, this is a pretty awesome way of getting just tons of upgrades for your overall character. It does give you the incremental power, but again, it's not all about the power with this. It really is about min-maxing these substats. So don't just go chasing the green arrows that tell you, oh, this one's better, unless these substats that you want are the ones that, well, you want. Because again, I traded in power, but I also lost accuracy and gained stability. To me, I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel either one of those. It feels like the gun is very easy to use no matter what. So I'm okay to make that trade, and I'm still benefiting from the power. So again, make those choices and don't necessarily chase the green dots, and don't be scared of weapon mods. They're not meant to be as terrifying as they look at first glance. And ultimately, they're tied to the gun. So if you guys have any other questions or points that I missed in this video, feel free to comment below. And because again, we are all learning this game together. I don't claim to be a know-it-all in terms of Destiny Rising. I am learning just like you guys. And when I find something that is interesting to me that I wish I would have known earlier, while I make a video so that you guys can share that knowledge with me. Okay, so hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Again, weapon mods, very confusing up front, a lot less confusing hopefully after this video. Smash the like button if you found it helpful, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And if you want to know where I get my mythics and or just better guns in general, check out this video right here, because that's actually where you can get a ton of both mythic and exotic guns for literally for free. So click on this video right now.